Okay, this is a very typical question. People are asking me why it costs so much. I can go like, it's India, everything is cheap, and so on and so on. My answer is always like that. That's no problem. You can go by yourself to India. You can go by train, by buses, stay at hostels or some cheap hotels. That's not the problem. This is the case. What we do is this is a very spiritual trip where people go to get answers, to get some different angles of their consciousness, to find out their future, their past, what's gonna happen and why things are happening, and so on and so on. So every day people get a lot of information and kind of a twist in their consciousness and in the mind. And if you have to at the same time survive India, let's call it like that, then it's after some 3 or 4 days, it's getting too much. And then let's say on the fourth day you get back to the hotel where there is no water tonight, or there are some party, let's say, or electricity is gone, or some insects or whoever is walking around, and then people are getting really stressed, and then the whole idea of getting the information and getting the answers, it just like it blows up, and then nobody is happy about that anymore. That's one thing. Another thing is this is to show people that India is not only the very poor country. India is very, very rich country, and that there are also possibilities to see India from other angle, I would say like that. So yeah, as I said, I've been back in India for some more than 10 times, and the first time was back in 2007. And yeah, something like, from my experience, I would say it's about 95% are like all of astrologers, yoga teachers, and Swamis, saints, palm leaves reader, and also palm readers. They are all fake, and it's a real scam, sure. And it's all mostly because of the it's about 50 years ago when all this hippie division started, and then people were about free your mind and then freedom and all this kind of stuff, and then people started to go to India, and then the people in India, so, oh, it's a pure money is coming, so I should sell someone something, and so on and so on. Yeah, and why I can say that these guys are okay. Okay, the first ones were going to these palm leaves readers, whom I visited first time. It's already 7 years ago, and the first time I didn't find my leaves, so I got it on a second attempt, and it was in 2008. And what can I say is like I can watch back what I've got from them, what they wrote me, and what's gonna happen, and so on. And something like 80% are happening. Really. Yeah, I've got a small book. This is the book about me, some 30 pages about. Okay. Yeah, this is in English. Yes. Yeah. So when I have something in my mind, when I have a bad mood or good mood, whatever, like, or I just remember that I have this kind of book, so I just go through and see, like, okay, what's been happening and what is going to happen. So this is my experience. Yes, that's what I can say. Okay, it works. It works for me. I know friends of mine who also have the same book, and it works for them. And I have also friends who have the same book, and it doesn't work at all. So it's you know it's a bit complicated situation. It's more about the impulse for people to get. It might be, everything might be true and everything might be wrong. It's from the same readers. It's the same guy for me and for some people for whom work and whom doesn't work it at all. And it's about how much people believe in it, what is written, how much people believe in things at all, and what is their attitude about all this. So it's not just about going to India, like it's not a leisure trip, let's say. Okay, we're doing as much as possible to make it as like everything very enjoyable, comfortable, and so on, so people like can relax and enjoy also the India. But it's mostly about change in the consciousness of what is going to happen. And here we get to the next guy, and the next guys. If you talk about the palm leaf readers, they are just readers. At least these ones to whom we are going right now. They just know it professionally how to do it, how to search, how to find a leaf, and they will do it and they will read it, and that's it. But the next guy, we're going near Varanasi, and is a guy named Hans Baba. You never know what he has in his mind, and you might come and he says, "Oh, Oksana, you need a small hit to move forward," and he might do nothing, like you don't see anything he's been doing, nothing like that. But you go home and the things are starting to change. The life is changing. So this is the guy. There's a book about him called Journey of a Yogi. It's something from 2000 or something like that, from those years. And the story about this guy is that there is one saint named Devaraha Baba, who's been living for centuries, at least people talking like that. And then there's one of his disciples called Hans Das, and he has several disciples. And this Devaraha Baba, he says, okay, I'm leaving this life in this body because this body is it's been used so much time already. I've been regenerating it, but now it's already too old, let's call it. So when he consciously leaves his body and moves into his disciple's body, into Hans Das' body, and makes this Hans Das consciousness just gives him a higher incarnation, let's call it that. Is it? I don't know, is it happening here on Earth or somewhere else? But Hans Das is not in his body anymore. So now his Devaraha Baba lives in this Hans Das body, and his name now is like a combination of those two. It's Devaraha Hans Baba. And what he does, he's kind of keeping the spiritual and high consciousness aura around him, and then around the region where he lives and where he goes, and then people going over there, they might get what we call Darshan. That's he's gonna give you a blessing, and then a blessing, he can help you open your mind, and then just like touching you. Okay, he's touching you by his feet. That's his specialty. He's not touching you by hand, but he lives a bit on touching you with the feet. And so my experience with him was it was back in 2007, the last time I met him. I haven't seen him for a while, and we were a really big group, something like 30 people, maybe even a bit more. So that's a big one. And we went over there to his place where he lives, something like 70 kilometers out of Varanasi. And he has a cow farm over there. He has a milk farm. And he asks us later, do we want to drink a milk? We said, yeah, sure, we want to drink a milk. So he said, okay. So the guys who lives over there and helps him, they just started to give us the milk. So all of us drank that milk, and I drank that milk, and I got this feeling of absolute love, and it's I cannot really explain it how it is, because yeah, people say, yeah, maybe he just put something in it, yeah, but 30 people drink the same milk from a one same bowl, you know, and it just like gave me like this, and it was for 2 days, like all this evening, and then like the next day as well. It was like, yeah, just hey, happy like that, walking around, and it's just no reason why, and you cannot really explain how it is, why it's happening, and so on and so on and so on. It just gave me also kind of the impulse for the moving forward, for like, yeah, the first time I went there, I wanted to find really out like how bad or good person am I? Like, am I doing it things right, or am I doing it wrong? So, and these guys just gave me some confidence, and pushed me forward to keep going and then keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, and the third guy, we talked about the milk, yeah, and the third guy, he's a specialist in one technique which is called kaya kalpa, and that's practical technique how to rejuvenate your body and how to practically live as long as you want. Yeah, so you can. It's usually it's 40 days. You do all kind of procedures, and after those 40 days, you are 20 years younger. So you can keep your body alive as long as you want. So he's one of the rare guys who are still alive, who are still doing it. His teacher was a real specialist in it. He himself he drinks only milk for tens of years already, like nothing else. And what he does now, he made established an institute which is explaining people how all these Ayurvedic treatments and all the natural things and all herbs, how they work in a human body, and he's trying to explain it in a modern way so the people understand it. So he is combining a modern medical system together with an ancient knowledge, let's say like that. So these are the three guys whom we are going to visit. And in the meanwhile, what we do is we call them homas, or the fire rituals. And these fire rituals, they are one of the ways how to change the consciousness, how to change the life, how to change the things what are happening. We're doing quite a lot of them here in Latvia. I've been doing them for almost 10 years. And but there in India, we will have local guys who will do it specially for us. And there will be one will be, we call it Ganesha Homa, which is the fire ritual for removing obstacles. So whatever we start, whatever we do, it depends how it goes. Are there obstacles or there are no obstacles? And another one will be Lakshmi Homa, which is for well-being, so for family happiness and for financial things. So we will do these two of them as well. There is no answer. It's all about a year. It's, you know, I know people who've been searching for them for years and they didn't get it yet. It's not the time yet to get it. Yeah. I know people like, okay, if we make it in a percentage, let's say it like that. The first time we went with those palm leaves, we went only half a group, so we were 15 people. Out of 15 people, 2 people didn't find it.
Okay.
Yeah, so all the rest certain find it. Okay, we were in January, we were over there as well. There were 8 of us, and 2 of them didn't find it as well. So You never know. You never know. Are you ready for it? Is your palm leaf right now there? Like, should you know your future right now or later? If someone is saying, yeah, like just pay in advance, you will get it. That's total scam. That's total scam. It's not working like that. Yeah, it's all about you. Like, how are you ready or you're not ready for it? Is it your time or not?